So it's almost mid-year and karamihan ng mga churches, they're going to encourage their members to go on fasting. And fasting, before you jump into it, there are a couple of things that you need to know about it. First of all, ano ba ang intention ng fasting? You see, in the Old Testament, fasting represents a couple of things. Number one, it's setting aside time, it's setting yourself apart for the Lord. The idea basically is you're going to devote yourself, consecrate yourself para sa Panginoon. You are mourning, dumadaan ka sa mga tinatawag natin, meron ka mga sitwasyon sa buhay o di kaya gusto mo lang magkaroon ng mas magandang direksyon kung ano ba ang dapat mong gawin para maiayos ang sitwasyon. Okay, so it's like a one-on-one session, meeting with the God of the universe, your Father, your King, your Lord. So you don't want to get distracted. You want to humble yourself, no? So that is the second part, no, which is humbling yourself, afflicting yourself during that time. Why do we say that we're afflicting ourselves? Because we're getting rid of our appetites. We're setting it aside for a while. Alam naman natin ang pagkain is one of the basic appetites of man. So we want to set it aside kasi nakaka-distract ito. So, what we want to do is during that time, kung ano man ang mga bagay-bagay na nakaka-distract sa atin, we're gonna set it aside. Hindi muna natin to problemahin. And then we're just gonna focus on listening to God. We're gonna devote ourselves in scripture and prayer. Okay? So, basically, you don't want to lose your attention. God, ikaw lang ang focus ko during this time period. Okay? And so, with that said, there are a couple of things that we need to avoid. Like, itong sinasabi ng ating Panginoon na Hesukristo sa Matthew chapter 6 verse 17 to 18, I think. Ang sabi niya, we shouldn't be like the hypocrites, yung tipong pakitang tao lang, as in we're gonna intentionally make ourselves look ugly para lang makita ng tao, wow, talagang nagka-fasting to, di ba? So hypocrisy is one of those things. And you see this, you see a better picture of it in Isaiah chapter 58. When you go to Isaiah chapter 58, you're going to notice these people were showing all signs of devotion. They're going through the motions. Tama lahat. Do's and don'ts, tama lahat. But in reality, they're just pretending. Hindi natutuwa ang Panginoon. See, the thing that we need to understand about fasting is attitude. When you go on a fast, you have an attitude of mourning for sin. And when you say mourning for sin, it means to say that you know you're doing or not doing something that God requires of you. Meron kang ginagawa o di kaya hindi mo ginagawa. And as you go through the converse, as you go through Isaiah 58, you're going to notice that God points out the things na gusto niyang gawin nila na hindi nila ginagawa. And at the same time, yung mga bagay-bagay na ginagawa nila during the fasting, during fast, na dapat hindi nila ginagawa. No? Like for example, ino-oppress nila yung mga nagtatrabaho para sa kanila. Hindi nila binibigyan or hindi nila pinapakawalan yung mga bilanggo na again, those who are falsely accused, those who are oppressed, hindi nila tinutulungan yung mga mahihirap, yung mga walang masuot, yung sarili nilang kapamilya, pinababayaan lang nila. No, so all these things, and they don't even honor the Sabbath. Now, if you go back to their history, you know these are the things na dapat alam nila kasi sinabihan sila ni Moses. Moses talked about these things. These are God's laws and commandments. They should know it. Even before they started showing their devotion, dapat sumusunod na sila dito. Because true devotion is not merely going through the motions of penance, yung tipong procedure, yung outward procedure lang. But it's really the intention to obey the heart of God, no? Yung babalikan mo, ano ba yung mga, baka naman meron pa akong hindi ginagawa. Baka naman kailangan kong sundan ang sinasabi ng Panginoon sa akin. So before you jump into another round of fasting, you might want to reflect. Baka naman dati pang meron ng sagot na binigay sa akin ang Panginoon. Hindi ko lang talaga pinakikinggan at sinasabi ko at dinadahilan ko na hindi niya ako pinapakinggan. In reality, sumasagot siya. Na nakakaloko ito. Kung hindi sumasagot ang Panginoon, bakit inutusan niya si Isaiah na pagsabihan itong mga taong to? So, even when you are making excuses, God still answers your prayer. The only question is, are you willing to accept yung sagot na binibigay niya sa'yo o hindi? May plano ka ba talagang sumunod o wala? No? So, having said all those things, I hope you have the right intention and the right attitude as you go through another round of fasting, no, for the second half. And with that, God bless.